They're off. Rearing badly coming out of stalls, Port McGee Girl has given the field quite a start. And this 28-runner Audi Naas EBF Maiden. Over on the far side it is Mission Central leading the larger group as they've broken up. On this side, Stable Companion Stock Market is closely followed by Chicago Pope, with a gap then of 3 lengths to Unionville. But it's Mission Central, the leader over on the far side, being followed by What You Doing and Bad Boy Riz, and then Watchtower as they continue past the halfway stage. On opposite sides of the track, on the left, Mission Central, on the right is Stock Market, who's followed by Chicago Pope and then Unionville. Chasing over on the far side, Bad Boy Riz, along with What You Doing and then Watchtower, racing to the final furlong and a half. And skipping away from this field is Mission Central and Ryan Moore have readily gone clear from Bad Boy Riz, then What You Doing, Watchtower, Chicago Pope next, then Profit Center, Hedges, Soy El Fuego, Control, but up towards the finish, Mission Central is away and gone. Second will be tight, What You Doing, in between Chicago Pope and Bad Boy Riz, then Watchtower and Soy El Fuego and Hedges and Control.
We'll come to Mission Central first of all. Not often we see you geld one after their debut. Just maybe explain the thinking behind that.
Yeah, no, we thought he was one of our best 2-year-olds when we ran him in Dundalk, and he ran Dundalk and ran across the track, and unusual thing to do, and we took him back obviously and gelded him, and he had plenty of time off, and obviously this was his next run. Like, his work was always very good. Like, he's working with the top horses all the time. Ryan said he felt very quick today. He said go back to a listed or a group with him now. We said he's very quick. He said 5-6, very fast horse. So delighted with him, really.
How tough a decision was it, Aidan, to have the operation?
Oh yeah, very, very. We never do that ever, you know. So we always give him the benefit of the doubt. But he went right across the track. And listen, maybe I shouldn't have done it, but it was done, and that's it. So it's next now.
Do you think he will improve with racing now? We saw him just shift a little bit to his right.
Yeah, I'd say he will. That's what Ryan said. He said race him now. He's going to be better. Exactly.
They're off. Pumping coming out of stalls, Fairy Oak and Men Half. 10 fillies over 7 furlongs, the Grand Hotel Malahide EBF Juvenile race. And the first to show in front is St. Agatha, with improving into second, Men Half, followed by Minerva, Yellowstone Lake next, and then Justicia, who's followed by Diamond Necklace, and then Fairy Oak with the noseband. Behind them is looking for Rainbow Nautic Star, last but one, and the back marker coming inside the 5 is Themis. St. Agatha, fractional leader from Men Half. On the outside is Minerva. These 3 covered by 2.5 lengths, being followed towards the halfway stage by Yellowstone Lake, then Justicia and Diamond Necklace next, with the final 4. Fairy Oak looking for Rainbow Nautic Star, 3 lengths back to Themis. Very few changes, less than 3 furlongs to go. The Grand Hotel Malahide EBF Fillies Juvenile race, 7 furlongs. Little between St. Agatha and Men Half, being joined by Minerva. Not much between the 3 with a furlong and a half to go. Diamond Necklace has barged her way out in between horses. On the outside is Yellowstone Lake, and then comes looking for a Rainbow. It's Minerva challenged by Stable Companion Diamond Necklace, who's just picked it up in the closing stages. Diamond Necklace has headed Minerva as they go close home. Diamond Necklace is the winner comfortably by 2 from Minerva, with looking for a Rainbow taking third late on ahead of Yellowstone Lake and then Nautic Star.
And this filly here, Diamond Necklace, that was a hell of a performance, I thought, first time up. A lot of talking horses, a lot of well-regarded fillies in there. Did anything she did surprise you?
No, she'd been working lovely. She's got plenty of time. She's lovely pedigree. She's obviously by St. Mark. St. Mark didn't win his maiden for another 3 weeks, you know, so he looked like a 2-year-old, and everything about him was a 2-year-old, but he didn't win his maiden for another 3 weeks, and then obviously went on and won the Jew horse, and then we saw what he did the minute he turned 3. So to be expecting St. Mark's to be doing that now, like, obviously is they're ahead of even what he was doing. So listen, she's going to be very exciting filly next year, middle distance filly. She'll be a filly's mile this year, and see where we go then.
She's in more immediately, and she's in the debutante and the Moigler. Either of those been your thoughts?
Yeah, well, they could be, but there's other fillies that take that slot at the moment, and when we can give her the time, I don't think we'll rush her, so we'll go gentle with her and see how she comes out of it.
Excellent start to the day, as I say. Aidan March coming up in the Phoenix Sprint. What's the feeling there today?
Yeah, very happy. We think it'll suit him. He's a nice draw. He was only beaten 4 lengths in the Group 1 last day, and he got bumped, and that kind of could have been close to 2 lengths, so that would be a very good run. We're very happy with him since, and we're looking forward to seeing him run.
And as we know, Aidan, True Love is going to be your big hope in the feature later on. Any reason to think she won't kick these out of the way like she's done in her last couple of
We're
starts?
very happy with her. She hasn't done much, obviously. Hasn't done a lot. Roger rides her at home, and Wayne rides her in her work, and everything. Lads are very happy with her at home. Everyone around her, and hopefully everything seems good with her.
And Gestad, the new target is going to be Deauville for him. Is that right?
I think so. He did knee up last night. He'd no temperatures. Bloods look okay, but obviously he's a little bit quiet. And if you run that type of horse, sometimes they could have a temperature the following day. And if they have a temperature, then they have to get a week for every hour. So we had to. We didn't want to take a chance with him, so hopefully he'll be okay, and if he is and everything is right, hopefully he'll go to Deauville.
So it is Ballydoyle 1-2, and Diamond Necklace has come up trumps here on her debut, taking the measure of stable companion Minerva. Diamond Necklace, the half-sister to Magic Wand by St Mark's Basilica, the sire of the feature race winner at Tipperary last night. Lovely performance. Fran will take it from the stalls. Ferry Oak just having coming together with men half as they left the gates.
Yeah, and a really good performance by the winner on debut. Gary would pick her up down towards the inside. Shamie Heffron keen to get out, and St Agatha go to the front, and to ride a shot Ryan Moore on the experienced Minerva. Both of them with the debutant in the middle, number 9, men half, and they're disputing things at this point in time. The eventual winner is tucked back in the rail upsides the experienced Ferry Oak, second row, and you have the likes of Yellowstone Lake and Justice are the favourite as well, just tracking away at this point in time. And a promising run also by the red and white colours Nautic Star, who's in rear at this point in the run. But when you chart the passage of the eventual winner, Gary, and the way the race developed for her, it's a cracking performance given her lack of experience. Minerva definitely showed a little bit more today than she had in her previous runs, in that she was knuckled down a lot more for Ryan Moore under pressure than she appeared to on her previous efforts. And Ryan keen to use that experience today, but that coupled with the 3 horses taking each other in front put a good spread in the field, and see the momentum that the eventual winner is coming. Indeed, just has to edge out a gap there on the inside of Yellowstone Lake before getting a run, but she gets organised and goes and picks up her experienced stable companion in a really good manner, given her pedigree and the way she shaped here in debut, and the run of the eventual second on the front end. It was a cracking effort.
Aidan O'Brien's going to be really happy with the third as well, isn't he? Looking for a rainbow. Another one, gorgeous pedigree, Justify out of Damson, who won our feature race today 21 years ago.
Yes, and a really good effort as well, finishing off nicely. Is probably, in hindsight, it's disappointing runs by the horse with the experience of running on a track, and more the performance of the debutants here today that is to the fore in this race. Disappointing eventual winner is getting on top under rider Wayne Lordan. To the right of shot, Shane Foley in the red and white colours of Mr. Kirkland is finishing off well on Nautic Star. As you said, the eventual third, White Face, coming through late on to get ahead of Yellowstone Lake, who just dropped back to fourth late on. Here those with the key point for the winner is looking for an out for the furlong and a half point as she begins to come good on the right of Wayne Lordan in the Tabor Silks.
Yes, in behind a wall of 3 at this stage, and just starting to angle out now, Fran. A little bit of a nudge maybe for Yellowstone Lake, no doubt about it, actually, watching that. She did so.
Just made a gap, Wayne Lordan, effectively, didn't he? Look, he's run at the back of his stable companion, the eventual second, had the horse have momentum, and he just went to edge out. Rider Chris Hayes is holding his line as he should do, and Wayne had the horse just to make a gap, and once he got out there, she got organised and has finished off well. There will be, I suppose, an inquiry into the possible interference. There was interference there for that with Wayne Lordan maybe getting a sanction, but there was an impressive manner to the victory with this one, and given that all of our market rivals, if you like, had a good level of experience, Gary, it was a cracking effort, and she would have got a good education here today, crucially as well, getting running amongst horses. The way she picked up again, having to get organised inside the final furlong once she switched, was very taken.
She's in the debutante and the Moigler path, stretching out nicely, I'd imagine, for her on the back of this.
Yeah, and got a good experience in track here today, didn't she? Both over 7 furlongs here to Curragh. It's all going to come thick and fast between the debutant and on to the Moigler, but she looks a ready-made filly for that, and just that run through the race, she would have learned plenty again today.
So there we have it. Diamond Necklace looks one to keep on the right side of. She's won what we feel is quite a hot edition of this Grand Hotel Malahide Irish EBF Fillies Juvenile contest.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.